Okay, so the Raptors got dogged by the Pelicans, but Gary Trent Jr. played very great tonight. He gave you 35 points on 6 3-pointers made, and he had 3 steals. He is one of the bright spots for the Raptors tonight, and he played very well. Like Gary Trent Jr., he's been getting criticized by Nick Nurse a lot for not playing well, for not getting deflections, but he had 3 steals. He was getting the lane a little bit, as you can say. And yeah, Gary Trent Jr., this is the performance you're going to need from him because he's been getting a lot of slander on social media saying that he's basically been playing ass, he's basically been playing like shit, and he finally came back to life tonight. So that was very great to see with basically everyone back into form and almost healthy for this Raptors team. And Gary Trent Jr. played very well tonight. He passed the ball very well. He did many little things on the court that helped his Raptors out tonight, though they lost. For Gary Trent Jr., his total 20 tonight, which is 60% from the field. He was 6 of 11 from 3. His plus minus was on a negative side of things. He played very well for tonight's game. And he basically led the way with Pascal Siakam for the offensive production. But yo, Nick Nurse, bro, I gotta give credit to Nick Nurse because Nick Nurse said he wanted to bring Gary Trent Jr. off the bench because he's been playing like crap. And honestly, for Gary Trent Jr., him coming off the bench will give him more momentum and flow, and it'll balance out the lineup and basically starters for the Raptors, whether it's their starting unit or their bench unit. And Gary Trent Jr. off the bench gives us more flexibility and firepower because for Gary Trent Jr. off the bench right now for a second line unit, you have Malachi Flynn, you have him, Boucher, Porter, and when Brett Chua comes back, that lineup will be filthy and that bench will be nasty. It'll basically be like the bench mob all over again. But Nick Nurse, I give him credit for his decision 110% because Gary Trent Jr., I think he'd be a 6-man of the year candidate because as for Portland, he played on the bench a little bit, but he wasn't used to the efficiency. As for the Raptors, now they basically have everyone that can play and they need bench production, so bringing Gary Trent Jr. to balance out the bench will help us out a lot. And for Gary Trent Jr., if he comes off the bench, he can be like the next Jordan Clarkson for the Utah Jazz, because honestly, for Jordan Clarkson, when he comes off the bench, he's basically a spark, and that's what the Raptors need on the floor and on both ends of the court. Because when they have Gary Trent Jr., they need him. He's their leader, he's their role model, and for the Raptors to swap him with Thaddeus Young in the starting lineup, it can basically give us more defensive presence on our end, because Gary Trent Jr., for the Raptors that they have Fred out there, it can be he basically like a lack in our defense because he's only 6'1", though he plays good enough defense. But for Gary Trent Jr., it balances everything out for a ton. And for Gary Trent Jr., when he comes to the bench, he doesn't have to worry about anything else. He doesn't need to force himself out there, and he gets more opportunity to basically just go out there and shoot the ball, and he doesn't have to worry about anything other than scoring and gets buckets. And basically for Gary Trent Jr., him coming off the bench, it fits his play style and meta very well. And as for Gary Trent Jr., as he's seen it tonight, basically, he had basically the night of his life as he was playing in the Pelicans game. He basically was on a run, and when he's streaky, he's hot, and when he's hot, it's pretty much over. Like, he's basically like a J.R. Smith, because this guy can basically heat it up, and when he's off the bench, he's basically our primary scoring option. But yeah, for Nick Nurse, he doesn't really have to do much. He can just bring Gary Trent Jr. to the bench, and he doesn't have to start him a lot, because honestly, he can still play during crunch time. He can basically play at any given time. And Nick Nurse can basically swap him in. But it's a very great move. And Gary Trent Jr., if he comes off the bench, he could be a 6-man of the year candidate like Russell Westbrook right now. But we're really seeing it right before our eyes. But let me know your thoughts in this video and what you think of Gary Trent Jr. coming off the bench. And if you can swap for basically Thaddeus Young or someone else off the bench for like Chris Boucher been playing very well, for example. But it's a good idea to consider. But for Gary Trent Jr., we all know in Portland, he basically done this, but he's not at a high level of efficiency as he is now. Because Gary Trent Jr., if he wants a contract, he wants to get the ball out. Because right now, I don't think he deserves a contract. Essentially, he probably deserves that $100 million. But Gary Trent Jr. wants to come off the bench and basically prove it to us that he deserves $100 million. Sure, why not? As for Tyler Hero and those guys getting paid, so Gary Trent Jr. want to get paid too. So I wouldn't mind this move for Nick Nurse, and it's a very smart move on his end, because he wants Gary Trent Jr. to get back in the flow of things after basically just him coming off the bench. But it's already reached my 5-minute mark, so if you all enjoyed this video, please be sure to like the video and leave your comment on this video, because it is your boy Demi and I am getting Raptors videos out each and every day. Though the Raptors got dog slap with the Pelicans tonight, I'll still be having videos out. The breakdown, I'll do it within the next 24 hours. I just want to get a video out by today because I've been very busy. So if you're new, like, comment, subscribe, and it's your boy Demi, and I am out. Peace out, man.